and welcome to meditation on this last class of 2021. I realized when I looked back at, I think it was the video of that restorative class, Wendy, that I said the last class of 2022. I tend to do that. As soon as something's on a transition, I'm always on the next one. Well, so in our holiday series, this is part 3, we've talked about balance, we've talked about presence, and our last class is rest and recharge. So balance, what does it mean to you? Feeling steady, centered, alternating activity with rest. We practice balance when it's calm so that we can stay balanced when things are blowing, transitional. So we talked about presence. There is a spark that joins every living thing, lighting up the dark corners, and we can find our way to this light, this consciousness, if we pay daily attention to it. The steady practice of awareness that underlies all of our other practices. Cultivation of the self and the internal flame. So, how do we find rest? To find balance, we must pair action with inaction, excitement with calm, energy with surrender. To be present, we must find stillness to hear our inner voice, to stoke the fire of our energy, getting quiet. So what are your practices that you already do? Yoga, meditation maybe, singing, listening to music, reading, walking, watching the sunset or the moon, which was outside my window last night and just incredible. So as we roll towards the winter solstice, the darkest day of the year, I've been thinking about, about hibernating and that desire to move in and get cozy. If we're lucky enough to curl up with our loved ones, sit by a fire, read a book, sip hot cider or whatever your pleasure is. And at times in the past, we've had the opportunity perhaps to do those things, and maybe we can this year, and maybe with any luck we will again in the future. For me, this practice is about recharging. I really need to feel the presence of the earth beneath me, to feel that sense of grounding. We absorb so much energy from the earth beneath us. I mean, think about it. We've got this giant mass of planet, and we are tiny specks upon it. We've got this vast universe around us, and we are even tinier specks. So feeling that connection to earth is comforting. It's grounding. So for me, I love to walk barefoot when it's outside, when it's okay to do that, when it's warm enough, or walking on the beach, lying on the sand, or some people like to lie right on the ground in a meadow. Or how do you find your connection to the earth? So we're going to do a grounding practice today to allow us to really feel connected and to help us find that ability to rest. Sometimes we need to grab rest where we can find it. I used to work a lot with pregnant women and new mothers, and I would say, that adage of you have to sleep when the baby sleeps. So for those of us in different phases of our lives, we have to find rest when there's a little bit of quiet. And if there isn't any quiet, we have to make quiet so that we can find that recharge, so that we're ready for whatever comes next. So for today's practice, if you would like to lie down, please do. If you prefer to sit, that's perfectly fine as well. Taking a moment to find your meditation posture. And again, that can be sitting on a cushion, sitting in a chair, lying on the ground, having pillows and blankets and an eye mask maybe for today's practice. Make yourself really cozy and comfortable. Beginning to notice, I say this at every class, and this idea of connecting to the ground. But really take a moment to imagine yourself lying on the earth. You know, your yoga mat or your carpet or your floor is our representation of the big earth beneath us. So take a moment to feel the points of connection. Maybe it's your feet, your legs, your hips, your shoulders, your arms. Let your hands be open. You can turn your palms up or you can keep them down, but let the hands be soft. And let your head rest, releasing through your neck. Take an inhale, and then with your exhale, see if you can let go just a little bit more into the ground beneath you. As you let go, imagine that you're sending energy or roots or some image deep into the earth, feeling really connected and grounded, really steady and still. As you inhale, open up to the big, vast universe around you, and then draw it in like a blanket wrapped around you. As you exhale, feel the comforting presence of gravity, keeping you connected to the earth. Inhales, expand, and exhales, drop, surrender, and let go. Feel your feet heavy. Unclench your toes. Feel the length of your legs. Heavy. Your hips. Letting go through your glutes, your thighs, your belly. Let your belly expand with each inhale and gently sink and release with each exhale. Feel a sense of openness in your heart. With each inhale, the heart space grows bigger. With each exhale, feel the heart melting. Excuse me. Feel the heart melting into the ground beneath you. Let your shoulders feel supported so that you can let them go, dropping them away from your ears, dropping them down towards the ground. Let your arms be heavy wherever you have them positioned. Let them feel really supported so that you can let go through the chest, through the shoulders, through the upper back. Relaxing your neck and jaw. Let your teeth be slightly parted, your lips closed if that's comfortable. Breathing in and out through your nose if that's comfortable. Soften your jaw, smoothing out your cheeks and forehead. Letting your eyes be soft and unfocused or closed. Relax your scalp. Let it feel a little energized, feel little prickles, and then let go. If you have hair, let it soften and flow. Big inhales and exhales. Releasing in to the cradle of the earth beneath you. This is a poem from Jill Hammer. Light born from darkness, dawn born from night, hope born from quiet, waiting for the light. Spring born from winter, spark struck from sun. Strength born from calling for the spring to come. Tonight the dark is waiting, longing to be gone. Tonight the earth is turning, facing toward the dawn. The winter solstice, coming soon. So in this practice, what are you honoring? And what are you releasing? What are you awakening to? What are you returning to? What are you calling in? We'll move into a period of silence. With each breath, exhale to soften into the cradle of the earth beneath you. Inhale to expand, and then draw the sky around you like a blanket. As thoughts intrude, just notice and come back to the sensation of softening into the earth beneath you. In to deepen your breath, bringing small movements into fingers and toes. When you feel ready, if you're lying down, roll to one side and pause. And then gently press in to your hands to bring yourself back up to sitting. Take your time and allow your attention to stay deeply inward for just another moment or two. When you're ready, bring palms together and begin to rub. More vigorously to create some heat. And when your hands feel nice and hot, bring one over your heart and then the other. Feeling the weight of your hands, the energy, the heat. And when you're ready, release your hands and blink your eyes open. We'll seal our practice with one chant of Om for the community that we create when we practice together. If you'd like to join, excuse me, bring hands together at heart center. We'll inhale. Om. Om. Shanti. Peace. 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 Jai Bhagwan. May the light in you be victorious.